And we are live, and welcome back to Satisfactory. He says, hopefully, my stream has died to death. Oh no, there we go, we're back. Okay. It clearly did not like me press the buttons. But yes, it's alive. It's alive. It looks, it's here. We are here. We are here in Satisfactory. And yes, it's alive. It's alive. It looks, it's here. We are here. We are here in Satisfactory. And we are gonna do the things. All the things. We're over by the copper. Right now we've got our iron over there. We're over by the copper. I thought there was more copper patches here, but it's not. There's only two. But that's fine. Because we need to access it, because there's been a change of things over there at the base. So let me put down some miners here, and I want to bring them probably the same way we brought the iron over here. Or it's too long. Boom and boom. There we go. Okay, you got that. Now we want to come out and we want to go sort of that away, and we want to attach the two on top of that, but we want to leave a gap because we have concrete coming in as well, or limestone I should say. So I can, yeah. I don't know quite what's going on with it. I can see OBS showing a yellow warning. I'm not quite sure what is happening to the stream today. I seem to be dropping an awful lot of frames, and I don't know why. Okay, so YouTube is not happy with this for some bizarre reason. It's it keeps dropping out and back on. I don't know what's going on. Right. Okay, hopefully that's a bit better. No, it's not. It's still dropping down. Well, this is a little concerning. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I'm getting loads of frames dropped for some bizarre reason. The bitrate keeps upping and dropping, and I don't know why. My internet appears to be absolutely fine. I am completely at a loss as to what is going on, but I am definitely getting a lot of drop frames, and the bitrate is dropping like mad. Let me see whether I can fix this here. Is it better now? Is it working? OBS is still telling me it's got loads of problems, and I've tried the YouTube backup server and the main server. But it's telling me there are issues. Okay, maybe it's just a small hiccup, and hopefully it won't explode and go wrong. Right. Okay then, so take two. We'll ignore the first. I don't know how many minutes of the stream's gone on now. 10 minutes, and we'll start from here. So I'm over at the copper because we need copper because there has been a change at the base over there, and I'm going to be really paranoid now and keep glancing over and looking at my drop frames, and hopefully we won't have any. But what I want to do is I need to connect the copper up to this line here at the moment because we still don't have trains. We will get them eventually, hopefully. But we're going to go over here now. Last episode I was playing with the crop mod because we wanted to look at trying to get some coal from that, and we can still do that, but I don't want to do it just yet because of certain changes. And it's not changes in the game, it's changes in the way I want to do things, so we'll see. Alright, so what do we got here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to go 6 high, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We don't want 7, 8. We just want 6. And next time I start over and play another save, I'm going to get the extendable belts mod installed, because then you can have belts of any length, which I think would be quite cool. But they are a lot more expensive. Okay. Going up so high straight away there, but we're going up so high. And the next one's going to be there. 6. There we go. Okay. Now, you won't go up there, will you? That's 2. No, you will. Okay. Then we'll just do that. This will all get changed anyway when trains come along. So let's see. So we're about in front here. So we want to put it there. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. You should be outputting 120. Yep, which means you don't need to be Mark 3 belts, but nah. Whatever. Yeah, so small hiccup there. I don't know what the hell. I can still see OBS bouncing around. It's only dropping down to yellow now. It's not going down to red. So there's something amiss somewhere. But I suppose we'll just see how we go. That'd be the best way to do it. Oh, I need to actually put in all the additional posts. Now we want to go up 2 on each and every one of these, because we have it could be we could blame you, but that would be unfair, so we'll secretly blame you instead. How does that sound? Anyway, Mordecus, how are you today? You had a fantastic Sunday? Oh, that's a long way down. Okay. And you've probably already seen that the base has changed slightly. That's because I'm doing something different. I wanted to avoid just doing a mega base like everyone else does, which is why originally we were trying to do the one of each item and have it go round, but that doesn't really work. Lazing on a Sunday afternoon, eh? Can't blame you. Wish I was. But unfortunately, I was working. Oh. I'm so done with this working thing. It'd be nice to be able to just, like, you know, get paid for nothing, wouldn't it? Ah, the dream of everyone. Right. Okay, so can I... Whoa, that's a long way down. Up we go, up we go. Alright, we'll do it from down here. Whoa. do well balancing them. Yeah, because I never record episodes of Factory Town that are supposed to go up, you know, that day. And I get up and record them in the morning, squeezing them in before going to work. It's a good job I work in the afternoons and evenings, isn't it? Because otherwise I wouldn't have the time to do it. But then I'd have the time on the day before to do it, so... We do what we do. Okay. Come on. So, what are we doing here? Well, last episode we had a great big smelting array here doing iron plates, and then another one down there doing rods and stuff like that, and I was going to do a main bus of goods at the end, and then build just typical mega factory that everybody does. But I've decided we're not going to do that. We're going to do something different. Essentially, what we're going to do is, on the Satisfactory wiki, I have looked at the milestones, and I've looked at what recipes unlock when, and they are also available in here under recipes. But these actually are in the order of which we unlocked them in, which means that quartz and stuff like that is stuck in the middle, which is not what I want. But essentially, you start off with iron rods, iron plate, and iron ingots, plate, and rods. That's what you start the whole thing off with. So, and that's all you can pretty much use. Something must have gone terribly wrong because my background music was on some really weird quality going on there. Anyway, yeah, so you start off with those three. So what I've done is I've decided I want a belt that does 60 items per minute, full of iron plates. So that's what this is. This little room here is one belt. All this together makes one belt, 60 iron plates per minute. And then here, you don't start with copper. Copper, if you look at the... let me see if I can show you these here. See if I do that and then drag this over to here. Haha, hello! You can see here at Hub Upgrade 2, you unlock copper ingot, wire and cable, and copper ore. So you don't actually get copper until that point. And then Hub Upgrade 3, you get concrete, screws and reinforced plates. So that's the order I'm going to do them in. And then I've got the whole list here going down as we go. This is just on the Satisfactory wiki, which everyone can look up, and you just look at the recipes part. Just there, and yeah, that's what we're going to follow. At least that's the idea. So that one is doing 60 iron plates per minute. This one is doing 60 iron rods per minute, which means it needs 2 smelteries and 4 constructors. And that will produce 60 per minute. Well, it will fill a belt up, and the belt does 60 per minute, so that's the idea. This one here is copper. This one is the first copper one because we've done the 3 there. So the first one you open up is wire. So these are going to be doing copper wire, and the next to it we will have cable, and the cable will require copper wire to be produced. Now we're not going to use the copper wire from here. This is just producing copper wire. This building, when it's made, will produce copper cables or cable. So it will have the raw iron or raw copper come in, and it will convert all that raw copper into copper cables at the other end. And we're going to do that all the way along. Early on, this is quite easy and quite simple because, you know, it's fine. However, if I go back to the little things here, I'm going to shrink OBS down and pray that it doesn't drop out on me again. But we'll see. We'll see. In Hub Upgrade Tier 3, we get concrete and screws. Now that's fairly easy. So this one will be cable, next one will be concrete, next one will be screws. That's fairly easy. The fourth one after this, however, is reinforced iron plates. And reinforced iron plates are interesting. So if I was to show you this is the Satisfactory calculator, and basically in this, you can come to the production planner. You can set up what belts you're at, so I'm at belt 3s at the moment. And then you can basically just go, okay, I want to produce something here. So let's say we want to produce screws. Click. There we go. We want to produce 60 screws. And it gives you what you need. So we have iron coming in, a smeltery running at 50%. Obviously, it'll run at 100%, but it will drop down as and when. Iron rods being split into 2 constructors, one at 100%, one at 50%. They'll both balance out to 75% because I can't underclock or change buildings yet. Maybe we'll do that, but I might just leave it balanced anyway. Yeah, because the iron rods will be capped out there. And then that merges to making 60 screws per minute. That's fine. That's not so bad. So let's have a look at reinforced iron plate, which is the first complicated thing you need to get. That's what you need to make 1 per minute. To make 60 per minute, you need that. So that's going to be our first major building to build. And I want to try and keep it all on one floor, so that if we need more of these when we come to doing our refined power Dyson swarm, which is my end goal, that's my big end goal here, I can build one on the floor above. I don't know whether this stuff was available or not. I did a lot of Googling, trying to figure out stuff. I saw there is on Reddit, there's a thing where they've done this for like in just pictures, but this is actually lets you edit it. And what I like about this as well is you can go to items, and this tells you what you need. So if you fill your inventory up with all this, ignoring the iron ore because that will obviously be piped in, you just fill your inventory up with this, then you know. Well, that's what it's making. Sorry, it's making the iron plates that I was going to building. Sorry, is what I meant to say. So you go to iron plates, and you need to get 180 iron plates, 600 cable, 24. So you get all these bits here, ignoring the portable miners because it includes miners. I wish you could turn that off, but you can't. So I don't know how to do that. So if you get all this in your inventory, ignoring the portable miners, you'll have a bit left over because obviously the Mark II miners require in case steel beams and stuff like this as well. So yeah, I suppose you could turn off some of those there, but yeah. So you can just get all these here, all these items in your hand, and then you know you've got enough to build all this here. It doesn't include belts, so whatever belts you want to go with, you need to add to it, but then that's easy enough done. But it's a very nice calculator, shows you all here. But this is what we're going to build. Can I put this down? Because it makes life easier to see going down. There you go. So we need all this input, all these machines, all these belts and mergers and splitters and other bits and pieces things just to get 60 per minute. So that's going to be the first big thing. Hopefully I can get to that this episode. I should be able to quite easily. And as I said, that is satisfactory-calculator.com, and the milestones are all available on the satisfactory.gamepedia. So yeah, okay. Look. So that's why I wanted to bring the copper over, so that I could start doing some copper stuff here. So we need to put copper into there, we need to put iron and iron into there. And it is literally just 60 at the moment, I think, coming in. We've got here, oh, I haven't even set it up. I built this and not set the machines up. How awesome is that? So iron ingots. You're going to make iron plates. You're going to make iron plates. You're going to make iron plates. I don't want to just use Mark 1 belts. There to there. Well, it can give you a goal. If you want to go, okay, you know, like when we tried this game on multiplayer, you and I, and you wasn't a fan of it because I think because it's so free and you can do whatever, like, there's nothing that guides you, and I enjoy that, but I guess you don't in games. I think you prefer to be not blinkered, but, you know, guided along, which is fair enough. You know, that's it. But so if we were to play a multiplayer game of this, I could say to you, well, hey, go over there and build a factory. You can load up the calculator and then just go, okay, well, we need to get this many things coming in, so I will build a factory to do that. On there. Not you had to think. You think a lot. You just had to apply yourself. That was the bad part. Okay, so yeah, I was going to come in here and look at this, and I forgot completely. So we've got with 30. So 30, 60. We need 90. 90 ore coming in per minute here. So this wants to be a Mark II belt, which I bet I don't have. That is a Mark II belt. I made that already. Okay. So we want to come over from here. I run a Mark II belt over. There's a much larger gap here as well because I messed up. I messed up previously. When it told me the size of the stations, I took the length for the width and the width for the length, so I did them wrong. They are actually 5 tiles. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they are almost 5 tiles, or just under 5 tiles in length, in width. Sorry, and then they're like 2 tiles long, and then you had a factory actually behind it to make it longer. So that's why I've left all this space here. We've got enough. We can run a train line down the centre. The trains can go either side of it, the train station, sorry, and then the train line can come back up this one here, because this one here avoids that rock there and goes down there. So that's our idea. That's the idea. And then I don't know where the trains are going to go. They're going to go off that way. We might send them up the hill to there, but that's all poison, so I don't really know. We'll see. But if we need a Mark II belt, what I want to do then is I want to run a splitter from there. Put in the centre. I'm just in the centre. Look straight up. Click. Okay. Then if I go down here. Don't think that can make it in one go. No, it can't. You don't actually get to see the Dyson Swarm. The mod is refined power, and basically you put down a large building on the floor and it has a single hanger and it beams power from what is going to be up in orbit down to you. You can then upgrade this building with 3 more hangars, so it has 4 hangars in total, but the hangars require constant supply, so it's like you're feeding a Dyson Swarm in orbit, and then that orbital station is beaming power down to you. And my end goal is to have all 4 going and have a constant supply of that going in there so it can power my base. That's the end goal. And it is a mod. It's not part of the default game, so. But modding this game is quite easy now. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in theory, I can do. I want a Mark II belt. We don't want a Mark III. I want to coming to there. I want a Mark II coming down to there. Can you do that? You can. Ooh. I was going to use an elevator, but we'll just do that. There we go. That'll do. And this will get replaced when trains come along. That's the idea. And this one, I think, just needs a Mark I belt, because this is a again, I haven't. I built them all once and then had to tear it down to rebuild it because I was looking for an order of stuff and I'd done things wrong. Yeah, the concept of it is awesome. The refined storage mod, not refined storage, that's a Minecraft mod. Refined power gives you access to wind turbines, automated biomass, which means you can feed biomass into them, which is quite useful with the farming mod that I've got installed as well, because then you could run biomass generators automatically, although the farming mod takes a lot going on there. The reason I installed the farming mod is because I have another mod which makes it permanent day. The sun just stays right there in the sky and never moves. And because of that, because it's permanent day and time never passes, all the berry bushes that I harvest never regenerate their berries. So I put a farming mod in there to allow me to make the berries so that I could at least get somewhere to heal myself, because otherwise I'd use up all the berries on the map and die a death. Which isn't fun. Do I want to go 4 or 3? So let me see. I'm splitting that one off. Right, let me think. The bottom 2 have got 240 coming in. This one and that one 240, and that one's only got 120. So I'm taking 120 out of the 240 for that. So I can take another one off that. Okay, so yeah, I can do this. So stand dead in the center. Grab a splitter, look straight up, and click. Right. And then don't use a belt. I want a Mark 1 belt for this. And I can't afford it. Okay, well we can go to my secret stash here, which no one knows and no one has seen. No one can see the giant storage containers. Oh, there's better things with the coffee cup. You let me I have a hypertube here, which I keep calling a hyperloop, and it's not as a hypertube. But we go into the hypertube and we go vroom, wee, and most importantly, when we come out the other side, bearing in mind we had a coffee cup in our hand when we went in, you'll come out head first, zoom, with the coffee cup in front of you. So it's like, yoink, grab coffee cup. Yes, I'm ready. What a good day that was. Ooh. But yeah, these hypertubes are awesome fun. I just love the way it's way in front of you. So it's like you are literally going through there with a coffee cup in front of you. It's like Superman, you know, one-handed Superman, just with a coffee cup in your hand. Okay, so I need to bring the copper belt, which has 240 on, but is actually on a Mark 3 belt. Over. There. And then do exactly the same as what we've done here, but it needs to be higher. 12, I don't even know. How high is this thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I think this just needs to be half a belt of copper. No, the Hypertube is default game. I only have 3 mods installed: Permanent Day, Primary Mod to combat that, and Refine Power. But there are lots of mods, and there's a mod launcher as well. The Satisfactory Mod Launcher, which just lets you literally go, I want that mod, click, and it's installed. Basically, it's pretty much that easy. It's just like, wow. Is that going to be too steep? That is going to be too steep. I thought it would. Caffeine powers activate. Yes, it does work like that. That's exactly how it works. You drink the coffee, magic happens inside, you gain energy. Okay, so that should be copper, hopefully, coming along that line. Right, let's stop that for a moment because that's the wrong line. I need to stand in the centre here, look straight up, and actually then bring my camera down a bit because I need that one there because I'm an idiot. So we've now got iron running on that line rather than copper. We don't want iron. Iron is of no use to man or beast. All I need to do now is power them. And I was really hoping I could figure out a way to get the awesome sink working so that I could get the wall power going on. But I couldn't, so we're going to have to deal with it this way instead. Hi Claudian, hello, welcome to the stream. How are you today? I have no idea how long that's going to be. Okay, so we need to power 6 machines here. So let's run a line to the centre. Come on, come on. We need to get up there. Up. Oh, I can't, there's a belt. Oh, I could put a power pole there, couldn't I? Whoa. I'm very well. I got very wet today, which is not very nice. But other than that, it was all good. Right. Then we'll run this one down here, and then power these 3 machines from this one. Dum, dum, and dum. There we go. It would be nice to stay in game, but I need to earn the money to buy the games so that I can play the games. They don't think of that. They don't think about how, you know, me having to go out and actually work for a living causes all these problems. Of just not being able to play games. It's terrible. It's going to be some very weird wiring, but we're limited to 4 per link, so that's why. Okay, I could have run off that one, but I didn't. So there you go. So they're all running. Awesome. And then this one here, quite literally, I think, could just run off one power pole, but this is way too cramped together for it to work. So you might put the power pole there, then link onto it, that one to it, and that one to that. There we go. That's going to kick in, and that's going to start producing copper wire. Yep. But I actually want to switch this machine off. Stop. Because I have loads of copper ingots. I know, they should just give me the money without having to do the work. It'd be so much better. I'd work from home, but they won't install remote controls in the vans. It's so unfair. I've played enough GTA, I'd be fine. I'd be fine here. I don't know what they're so worried about. No, this game has no pollution, and in fact it has auto respawning enemies that never give up. But you can chop down the trees and they never come back. That's something. So, but no, there's no pollution. There's nothing like that at all. I'm gonna put a personal storage box down here, and I'm gonna put my copper ingots in that. We'll go and get the other ones too, because I want to use them up before we go on. Sophie, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. That anymore? Let's take that. Awesome. How are you today, Sophie? Have you had a good Sunday? Okay, so this was making wire, so the next one is to make cable. So let me go to my production planner. Let me get rid of the reinforced plank, because that's going to be reinforced planks. No, that's entirely the wrong game. Reinforced iron something. Yeah. Okay, so what we need for this next one is we need the copper coming in. We need 2 smelters going to 4 constructors producing wire, going to 2 constructors producing cable. Okay. So so we need 4 constructors down here somewhere. This is going to be the first factory that's larger. Oh, I didn't put the storage thing there, so I don't have enough rods for it. Okay, that's fine. But I've been putting storages at the end, these big industrial storages, and a splitter so we can run lines off if we need to. Right, so we're going to need, double check my planner again here, 2 to 4 to 2. Okay, 2 to 4 to 2, so if we only need 4, let's do that. Let's grab those constructors there. I want to line them up. And we're going to put them there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, that's wrong. Hold on. I do want one in the centre there, but I want it to be save this one. Can't afford it, we need more cable. Good job, we're going to make more cable. You hate trains? No! No! The locomotives are wonderful! But I do understand what you mean, that the rail and the rail loaders, the train loaders and the fuel loaders do need different icons because they all look the same right now. I think that is something that Eric's aware of, so it will be looked at, but I do get what you mean for that one there. And minecarts are fine providing you're not trying to go uphill, unless you put them on magic rails and then you get magic pink sparkles, which yeah. Yeah. Okay, so there. Okay, so you're going to be making cable. You're going to be making cable. You make 30, which makes 60, which is also makes 60. So then we're going to have a merger. There. A merger there. I love how you can actually, with mergers, you can put them like inside the factory. They will go inside, but you can't put anything on top of a merger. So if I remove that constructor and try and put it in again, it wouldn't let me do it because that's in the way. So I don't quite understand that, but well, fine. Yes, yep, I get that yeah, it would be nice to have this one there, because I fell into the trap of thinking that the front and rear ones would be train loaders, and then when you run something on the side it'd put a cart loader in, but it doesn't. It puts a train loader onto a train station, which I get that's how it happens, but so yeah, I get where that's where your frustration is coming from there. Right, so we want a smelter here. I don't line up smelters there. Why are the smelters lined up there? That doesn't seem right. Hold on. No, that's fine. And then another one there. Okay, and then we want to have splitters. Which again, we're going to sink one block into the constructors. There. One there. And more Mark 1 belts because we don't need. You're not in the right place. You're definitely not in the right place. I'm not even on the right tile yet. Wow. There. No. Not there. There. Belt has an invalid shape. That's because this is all wrong. better? That's better. Okie dokie. Right, okie dokie. Sorry, I've been ignoring chat for a moment there. How the trains up? Yeah, if the trains were the train stops were a different icon, it would make life a lot easier to see what's what with it. So I agree with you there. That makes sense. Yes. Your dog named Dobby. Finally got the got him. Oh, awesome! Yeah. The lockdown's been a pain for everything, isn't it? It's just Okay, so let's put this down here. Then we'll run. Is it a Mark 1? Needs 30 copper. Yeah, it's a Mark 1 belt. Okay, we'll run a Mark 1 belt in from there to there, and that should be nice right angles. Do-do-do. Oh, I need more concrete. We are having concrete problems. Right, let's go get some concrete. Zoom. Change your YouTube bitch to the dog. Okie dokie. Right. Ooh. Let's do this. Let's do this. So I want one of those. Right. Don't say that. I shrunk down OBS because I wasn't paying attention. Oh God, yeah, I can see it. I don't know what that is. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong on my end. Connection test said it's absolutely fine. But I can see it's exactly the same as when the stream first started. OBS is dropping to red, and I can see the connection going there, which is bananas because YouTube said there's nothing wrong with the stream. Oh, I don't know. I don't get it. Yeah, I can see it's that I'm dropping frames again like mad. I don't know what that is. Unfortunately, it's not something I can fix. I've tried the two different. Wow, I can see that. Wow, that stream. Okay, so even on my end, the stream is now a good 30 seconds behind. It's weird though. I've not had it before, and I said a connection test team says I'm okay. OBS is working fine. It's sticking at 60 FPS. It's doing fine. It just can't upload. Apparently, it's the upload rate that's dropping, which is weird because Unless I am on Virgin Media and they have been having a series of issues over the last couple of months, so maybe it's finally got down here and affected me. I don't know. But we'll persevere on for a little bit and then we'll see where we go. So right. So this small factory here, which I'm now going to run out of iron plates for, but that's fine. Need more rods. Okay. So if I wander over here, wow, I can see my I don't know what is going on with it. I genuinely don't understand what's happening today. Let me see if I can catch my own oh. Nope, the stream has it's struggling. It's definitely struggling. Okay, so what do we need? Yeah, it's the video. It's the video I wrote that's just not the stuttering, which is weird. OBS definitely has higher priority. OBS is yeah, nothing. Let me try that and see what that does. No, as soon as I start running, it just... So I'm running around trying to make as much move on the screen at once. Yeah, I think it is definitely an OBS problem on my end, and I don't know why, because I haven't changed anything from anything else. The fluids update was version 3, wasn't it? Was the maybe, I don't know. Strange. It is strange. I don't know what's causing it to be wacko. Right, let's power this up and see how we're gonna go, and see what happens. There's thing is though, it had been working absolutely fine and now is struggling again, so I don't get why it would work so well for a while and then stop working. two back there, haven't I? One down here. We did have connection issues. I do wonder whether it is right, let's muck about with that there. Let's see what that does. That seems much more stable. Let's make the whole screen move for a little bit. That seems much more stable. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the oh dear. And then the stream drops out whilst I'm just stood absolutely still. I do not know what is currently going on. It is beyond me. I am baffled by it. I'm gonna persevere on and see what happens. I'm missing iron plates. Let's go and get some of those. That Alien Swarm is good fun, and it's completely free. Completely free to just download on Steam and play with up to 8 people. So it's well worth the doing. Why is this not producing anything? Nope. Right again. Did I not set these up? I did. I did not. I did power them. Oh, I didn't actually power the power line. Oh. Let me get this cable running first, and then we'll see what happens with it. I have changed OBS so that it's not got a higher priority, but it's can use more processor power. I should say there. Change the preset, so instead of just being very fast decoding, it's set to fast decoding, or encoding I should say, so it uses more processor to encode, which is fine because, you know, processor is not an issue, but it's not having it, is it? It's not looking very healthy. Right, okay, so you're all powered, you're all rigged up, ready to blow. Yep. You just need copper ingots. Yeah, it's not happy, is it? No, my OBS is set to a much higher priority than anything else, so it takes precedence over pretty much everything. But even just sat here doing nothing, so there's no motion really going on the screen other than a bit of smoke here, I can see it dropping down. So I have a feeling it's my upload rate. It's not the game, it's something to do with my internet. Which is extremely annoying. Turn off motion capture, turn off that, sorry. There's nothing, no, Epic's not downloading anything. I was just checking Epic's not updating some game or something, and Steam isn't running. So, yeah, I don't know what is doing that. Tell you what we'll do. Hold on. Let me do this. So it's not recording Satisfactory at all. Okay, no, it's definitely my internet. Satisfactory is not even running anymore. I have closed the game completely. I can still see it jittering up and down and doing weird wacko stuff. Oh. Let's right, let me try reloading the game. Yeah, it does seem that way. It does seem it is actually going to be my internet, I'm afraid, which means I can't do a great deal. Well, that is probably the most interesting error I've ever received from YouTube. I have just received a warning saying that my current bitrate, 8,106 kilobits per second, is lower than the recommended rate. We recommend 4,500. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't 8,000 above 4,500? Right, okay, well, hold on, let me post it. So I don't know whether it's me or whether it's YouTube. So unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to call it there, I'm afraid. And we'll have to hope that when we come back next time, it's a bit more happy and healthy and stable. And take it from there. So yeah, it's actually set to variable, so it can drop down to what it needs to and come back up again, but it's dropping down to under 1,000. So yeah, internet says no, YouTube says no. I'm afraid we're gonna have to leave it here and come back next time. I'm really sorry about that, but I can't do a great deal about technical things that are out of my jurisdiction. So yeah. Okay, let me try dropping it to 4,500. And no, it's dropping down to about 700 at random intervals and then come back up again. So it doesn't like it. So yeah, I'm really sorry everyone, but we're gonna have to call it there and come back next time, and hopefully for Wednesday's shenanigans will be much better. So yeah, it's a bit weird. I don't know what that is. That's just yeah, if I jump back into the game, it's just not going to work. So I will leave it there, and we'll come back on Wednesday. So it is. That's it is dropping frames. It does. OBS is dropping frames. It's picking up. It's at 17,000 at the moment, and it works fine for a couple of minutes, and then drops right down, and then jumps back up again. So. Yeah, but I am dropping frames. It's dropping right down into the red. It's dropping stupid low and then come back up again. I don't know. So I'm really sorry, but we'll have to yeah, that's a problem. So okay, we'll leave it here, and we'll come back next time on Wednesday for some more random shenanigans, and we'll take it there. So, sorry about cutting it short, but I can't do a great deal about it. So, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time. Till then, as always, have fun.